Today I have this Mjjc Pro version 2 snow foam lance to show you guys. Hello guys, and I have this absolute beast of a snow foam lance to show you guys today. Now, I haven't tried this myself. I have just seen the reviews, I've read the reviews, and I've had people tell me that this is the best foam lance they have ever used. Let's crack it open and let's see what we get in the box. So, straight away we get the instructions, no one needs them. Now, we get the pickup tube with a filter. If you're watching this dual autocare, with a filter. You've also got 3 replacement gauzes in there, and it comes with a 1.1mm orifice, as well as one already pre-installed, which is a 1.2mm orifice. Now, the body itself is an absolute beaut. It's a full sort of cast, so there's no separate bits. It is even has their logo on the side, if you can see that. That is beautiful. And then we go to the wide mouth bottle. It's just a generic wide mouth bottle with their logo on. It's very similar to the cheap snow foam lance I already have. And then we get down to the fitting. Now, you can get all sorts of fittings depending on what gun you have, whether you have a stubby gun or a quick connect, which is what I have, or you have a Nilflisk, Karcher, Bosch. They'll supply you with the fitting that you need. Now, this is an absolute premium quality snow foam gun. You can just see it. It is cast, it has their logo on it, and it just feels quality. It feels nice. It doesn't feel cheap and nasty. Now, I have seen people say this gives a fantastic thick foam. Thick foam is not always the best. Can't stress that enough. Just because something gives you a thick foam doesn't mean it's the best snow foam gun. However, I like to have the option there to have a thick foam, and I'm sure, like many of you do, we all love taking the photos, we all love the Instagram, we all love the Facebook, we all love to show off to people, and having that thick foam is what you guys want. And also, having thick foam also means you can dial it down to the foam level you want. You get a cheap snow foam lance that doesn't give you thick foam, you can't dial that up to thick foam. All you can do is dial that down to make it thinner. With this one, I've heard that it gives extremely thick foam, so I'm very, very excited to try this. So, let's crack on. Let's try this on the car. Do you know what? I'm going to put it against the one I just did in the dual autocare, which is a cheap £15 snow foam lance from a Chinese online store. And we're going to see if this one is any thicker than that one. So just putting this snow foam lance together, there's one thing I'd like to show you. Now, the feed tube, it is not rigid. It is not stiff. It is flexible, which means when you're moving that snow foam gun about, that is going to every corner of the bottle itself. So that means if you're at an angle, that's going to pick up the last little dregs of snow foam in the bottom of this. Now, most of them have got that stiff, rigid foam that just goes to the middle. So when you're tilted like that, it stops picking up the product and starts just firing plain old water at the car, which can be a right pain in the arse if you've got the car covered in snow foam already, and then it fires water out and you've lost that sort of dwell. So that is a nice, fantastic product design. So we're now going to crack on. I'm going to try this again with the dual autocare engaged snow foam. That is just purely because the snow foam lance I'm going to test it against is already full of this. So I'm just going to fill this one up. I know this gives a nice thick foam in that lance, so hopefully that'll give a nice thick foam in this one. So we're going to now pop this in here, and we're going to see how well this foams compared to that cheap Chinese snow foam lance. So we've got both snow foam lances. This is the cheap Chinese one, and this is the Mjjc, of course. And I just want to show you another feature of this one. And I've never seen any other snow foam lance do it. It's not just because this one's cheap, it's just because I've never seen anyone other than this do it. Now, as you can see, that leaks when you turn it upside down. Not a single drip. Like, I'll even put it over my head. Not a single drip whatsoever comes from this when it's turned upside down. Now, that is fantastic for storage reasons, and it's just fantastic just when you're using the gun itself. You're not going to get dripped on like this one does on me all the time. It's just an absolute pain. You get it all over your clothing, you get it all over your top, all over your hands. It's just a bit of a nightmare, really. But let's crack on. Let's see how good this one is compared to this one. So we're going to start off with the cheap snow foam lance. Let's see how thick the foam, how well it goes on, and how good this lance is. I mean, you've probably seen it in other previous videos. You know this is a fairly decent lance for a cheap budget one. You can see a nice thick foam, nice creamy foam, and that is a decent lance. That's cheap, that's budget, but it is decent. Now we're going to crack on and try the Mjjc and see how well that performs compared to this. And this is the moment I've been waiting for, guys. I'm excited by this. This is the Mjjc Snow Foam Lance. One quick thing I've just noticed is here with the adjustment, it is literally really easy. The other ones I've got are really stiff and really hard to get the adjustment you want. This one is so delicate and so easy to get the fan you want. But let's see how it performs. So I don't know if you can see that. If you can't, you're going to have to take my word for this. I have never, ever seen a foam this thick. I thought my other lance was thick. I thought my other lance was good. I cannot express how thick this is. I'm absolutely blown away and slightly speechless, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to try and get the camera up close so you can see how thick this is. Now look, thicker doesn't always mean better. However, this lance delivers a thick foam. You've seen it for yourself, guys. That foam is so thick. It's taken me a couple of minutes to move the camera around, pull things out of the way, and I've left the product on the car. It is still dwelling now. It's been sort of 5 or 6 minutes. And that's dwelling on the car. That thick foam has given it extra time to dwell. It is soaking that paintwork. And all of that sort of helps pull the dirt off the vehicle now. Again, thick foams don't always mean great unless you're using a fantastic product. So if you were to use something that cleans very well and it goes on this thick, it's going to dwell longer, it is going to sit on that paintwork longer, and it is going to take more dirt off. Now, if you were to use a snow foam that produces a thick snow foam but doesn't clean very well, then yeah, you'd get a nice thick foam. You wouldn't get much cleaning power from it. However, this lance really delivers. I mean, let me just show you now. This has been another, however long that, say about 6-7 minutes. And with my previous snow foam lance, after about 5 minutes, it was ready to rinse off. I mean, as you can see, we still have a decent amount of foam on the car. And it really is soaking into all of that dirt, lifting it off the car. That thick foam is really doing its job. I've got a decent foam in here. It is thick, it is cleaning, it is staying on that paintwork. It isn't just all running off instantly. And that is exactly what you want from a pre-wash. That is exactly what you want from a snow foam, guys. This is the lance you need to buy. It really is. I cannot stress enough. I haven't been this excited over a product since the iDetail pre-wash spray. But this snow foam gun has got me so excited. It is an absolute cracker. So, is this Canon worth it? 100% yes. Not only is it a fantastic lance, it has some fantastic features. The fact that is literally so easy to turn compared to this one. Now this, I've taken the bottle off. I mean, some of you'll probably recognise it. I don't really want to be slating them, but that is so stiff. I'm having to use my whole hand to turn it, and the same with the adjustments. I am having to really turn that hard, whereas this one is literally as light as that. That makes the world of difference. Just little things like that make a product fantastic. The fact it's just ease of use, the fact it's got a beautiful design, the fact it doesn't leak when turned upside down, all of these add up to make it one hell of a product. Then you add on the fact that it foams like that. Again, this has now been sort of what, 10-15 minutes now since I've started. I still haven't rinsed that car off. That foam is still slowly falling as it's coming off the car. It's slowly taking that dirt. It is still dwelling. This snow foam gun has allowed that to happen. That's allowed that to dwell. So should you buy this? 100%. Now, if you do want to buy this, there is a link in the description below. They did send this to me. You will get 5% off. I am not buttering up this review to make it look good. It is genuinely, go search YouTube, go search every other reviewer that has used this product. This is a genuine, brilliant product, and it is genuinely probably by far the best snow foam lance you can buy on the market for its price. And in all honesty, they have underpriced this. I think $59, I mean, what's that, 35 to 40 pound, that works out to in British money. To me, that is underpriced, considering some snow foam lances out there are the same price or a little bit more, and they really don't perform as well as this. Honestly, guys, if you're looking for a new snow foam lance, if you are trawling through YouTube to see whether this is worth buying, yeah, it is. In all honesty, it really is. There is no reason why you shouldn't buy this. I haven't found... So I do try and find something bad with a product, and I'm struggling. I really am. I mean, it comes with extra filters. It comes with the 2 different orifices. It comes with a filter on the inlet pipe. The pipe itself moves. I mean, you can even use it upside down. Look, that pipe has gone to this down here. So, bad things. The bottle's a bit boring. That's all I can say. I mean, it's just a plain white bottle with a logo on. It's a little bit boring. But that's the only bad thing I have to say about this snow foam lance. Yeah. In all honesty, guys, I would buy this over and over and over again. You know I wouldn't promote a product that I don't like, and I would promote this till the cows come home. So I've been the Hairy Housewife. You guys have been great. Before I go, I would just like to point out, you've probably noticed it, a lovely new t-shirt. It is just a trial one, just to see how the printing went. If you are interested, I will be doing a sale of these soon. They're going to be around 13, 14 quid. I can do anything from polos, t-shirts, jumpers, hoodies, baby grows, anything you want. Obviously the prices will be different on what you want, but I'll be doing these very soon. If you're interested, drop it in the comments, send me a message on Instagram, find me on Instagram, and I'll see you all again very soon, guys. I've been the Hairy Housewife. You have been great. See you again soon.